Hi guys, we're live.
Okay.
Okay, so we just started. We have some other videos we just did for the beginning of this part, but for some reason my weird phone is not letting us record everything. So
Doing a smoky eye for daytime. Okay.
all time.
So all time, daytime, nighttime, anytime. So we've already done primered. Okay, primered the lids with some. We're doing this with a benefit kit, all-in-one kit. I don't know what just fell out. It's an all-in-one kit, and it has the
everything.
Brightening cream that you can use for powder. It's a cream that dries down to like a primer, and then it's got the shadows and liner here. Comes with some other stuff. We'll show that later. So what we're gonna do first, we got the primer. That's the other stuff. We got her lids. We have our lids primer, and we already did this pink, pale pinkish white shade. It's coming off white on camera, but it's got a pinkish hue to it. It's got a pinkish hue. So
yeah,
we've already done that. We've done her whole eyelids from top to bottom with the pink shade. Now we're gonna go in with a domed blending brush, and it is a wet wild. And like I said, anybody who wants to throw shade at me about wet and wild brushes, I don't care. Go ahead.
You're gonna love them if you try.
Brushes. I got all kinds of brushes, wet and wild. These are my jam. They work.
They're
awesome.
You know, I do cheaper better than the expensive ones.
We're gonna go in with this slate gray color here, and let's see here. What we're going to do is just start in the crease here, inner corner, and in a circular from in to out, circular, and then windshield wiper motions back and forth. We're just going to start smoking that out, blending it out a little bit at a time. And remember, when you're doing this, especially with the darker colors, it's easier to start light and build up than to just go in crazy and black your eyes out, basically, and then try to make it where you want it.
And sure, this is not come easy.
This is the easiest way to do it, is just build it up, because then you can get it exactly where you want it. Okay.
Do you ever notice when somebody else's eye is so different than doing it on your own? That is freaking weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And everybody does their makeup different.
It's just like fingerprints and whatever. I mean, everybody's eyes are shaped different, and they got a little bit everything different going on. Mm-hmm. And I was saying before the video before, some people, I know I see a lot of videos where they do one whole eye from start to finish, and then they do the next one. But me, I don't do that. I do, first step on both eyes, then second step on both eyes, and then on and on and on. Because for me, I just think it's easier to control it that way. It's easier to make sure they're matching each other that way, because while your eyebrows have to be sisters, they don't have to be twins. It's nice if they're sisters, but you want your eyeshadow to be twin sisters. They gotta be. Gotta be. We don't want cousins when we're doing our eyeshadow. We
definitely don't want them not related.
We definitely don't want them to be just friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that way you can look at it and you can see close. Okay, it's heavier over here. Do I like the heavier or do I like the lighter? And you can
for some reason it always does it on this eye heavier.
So then you can either just
darken it
blend out the heavier, or you can darken the lighter. And I like it a little bit darker, I think. So I'm just gonna blend this one a little bit darker.
I agree. That's what I'd be talking about with my uneven eyes. For some reason, one eye picks up way more pigment than the other one.
Everybody's got
skin.
uneven everything.
Yeah, so I got it on my eyeballs. It
Okay, I like that, babe. It looks good.
looks better dark because I have green
Yeah,
eyes.
it looks good. Check it out. Okay, now what we're gonna
How's her
do-
looking, guys? How's her looking?
I think she's
Have a
great.
naked.
I'm gonna take that same the pinkish white that we started with, and we covered the whole, did a light, this one right here, and we did a very light coating over the whole eye. I put it up like this.
Oh, well, I
Okay.
like to.
This
Go
one
down.
here, this
Mhm.
one here, I did her whole eye. After the primer, we covered her whole eye in this from top to bottom. Now, did a very light coat, a light layer. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit more, kind of really load that brush up. I'm going to go ahead and do the brow bone, inner and outer. And to me, that works because then you can kind of blend this up, blend the dark into the light. See there? And if you have an angled brush like this, a bigger angled brush,
Yeah, okay.
there. I like it because of the
Get more
angle,
product, or-
just because of the angle, you can go from the inner to the outer corner, and that angle just follows the natural brow line. That's what I find anyway. I like it.
Cool beans.
Instead of like a flat brush or a regular shadow brush or a C brush, a little brush, I think, just works better. It's just less work for you, because really you just take it, swipe from one corner into out, and there you go. And then what you can do, put it just a tiny bit more, and then go back and forth right here a little bit, right on the most prominent part of the brow bone. The brow bone that
And why?
if you, in your own face, if you just do this and feel, you can feel brow bone here. That's the sharpest, like sticking out part. I can't go a better way
Brow
to
bone
describe
that
it,
sticks
but-
all the way out. And why would you
So
put
you
a little
can
bit
just-
more on there? Is that
Because you want
definition,
that,
or-
okay, lighter comes forward, darker recedes. So you
Okay.
want
the
the brow
darker
bone,
inside?
right? So you want the brow bones to be lighter on top, so they come forward a little more, and that will give the illusion of the dark here on the face to be
Okay,
deeper,
eye.
right, and the depth to it.
Makes your
Yeah.
eyeball look better
Mhm.
sometimes too.
And it also raises up your the lightness on the brow bone, kind of raises up your whole look. It makes you look more awake. It makes your eyes look it makes your eyes look brighter. It makes them look bigger and brighter, and just makes you look more awake and alive. So,
Yeah, and then we have it.
So there. Now,
Where are we
okay,
going next?
we are going to stray from the palette. I wanted to do the whole thing with the palette,
But
you know me.
yeah.
I'm a mix and matcher.
All right. So what are we headed?
What we're gonna do
Where are we headed?
is we're gonna do a cut crease with foundation. I'm sorry, concealer. Okay.
Okay. We're cutting my
We're gonna
crease.
do like a half cut crease. I'm trying to find my loose concealer. And this is probably for you. Okay, so
We're cutting my crease halfway. Cutting my crease.
And when I say half cut crease, it's not really a half, it's kind of a 3/4, because I do it like here, not straight half, because I don't like straight lines in an eye look. So we're gonna start. Okay. There you go, babe.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. I'm going to start here, inner corner, and just kind of pat/drag, following the natural lines. Okay. And I find to do the cut crease with a brush just gives you more control, and for me it just works better. I'm sure other people can do it different ways and they're fancier than me, but I like to do it with a brush.
They're fancy.
Okay, check that. And then
Look at that, guys. Well, I'm not trying to open my eyes, so I'm just going to leave it like this for a second. See the difference between this one and this one? Huh? Yeah.
just wink at.
Yeah, I'm winking. It looked like I have a dead eye there, so.
And then with something like this, what you can do then is take a pigment, just like a loose pigment, doesn't matter who or where, you know, it comes from. This one that's loose, but it's not real like crazily too much, you know.
Yeah, so it won't get in your eye.
All right. So while that foundation or concealer is still a little tacky and a little sticky, you want to go in and load the brush with that loose pigment, and then just tap and cover wherever the tear is. That's where you want to go ahead and put that pigment. And you're going to start by just tapping it on there. Kind of load the brush and tap it on there. Then once you have all the concealer covered with the tapping, or the tappity tap tapping, you're going to load the brush again lightly and then go over it brushing. You're going to brush over. Okay. Open.
Open what?
Your eyeball.
Oh.
Open it. Look at me. Okay. Now.
Oh, sparkly.
See?
Look how pretty that is.
And now, since we did that, where's my, okay. See, you can always go back and retouch, redo, you know, it's not a science and it's not an exact anything. Not for me, anyway. So, you know, if I don't like something, I can go back and do something else. If it seems like something is a little bit too much or a little bit not enough, just go back and fix it. It's not a big deal. So now I'm going to go back in with the original, the smoky pewter color, and kind of just redo that crease. Ronnie had like a deep socket. So you have to really get it in there.
Thanks.
And get it in.
Thanks.
Get it in.
That's why most of the time when I do my makeup, it looks even deeper than usual because I'm so used to using all those darks. If I use a light, it looks like I have nothing on.
Yeah. So I'm just touching up where the that dark pewter shadow already was, and then there's a little bit of red. So I'm just gonna go back with that glitter pigment and just tap it on there. So, okay, now you could be done here. You could be done. You could be that's finished. Just, you know, kind of retouch your eyebrows. Retouch your eyebrows. Open your eye. touch your eyebrows, eyeliner, mascara, and you could be done. And this palette also has a little tiny brush like this. See? It's kind of a on-the-go palette, I guess you could say, but it has a very tiny little angled brush that what you do is you can just spray it with a little bit of setting spray, okay? And then you go in to the darkest shadow right here, which is a very dark gray, brown, black, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And you don't want to get it super wet, but you want to get it wet enough to where it picks up the product on there without any fallout. And then look up. We're going to do underneath. And you're going to take that and just kind of submerge it on there. Submerge it. And I don't like going all the way to the inner corner because I just don't think it looks good. So I go up to where the lashes start to thin out. And then over from there. Okay, and you do the same thing on top. If you wanted to do a darker lash line, you know, an eyeliner lash line on top, you do it very, very thin and just kind of smudge it out either with your finger, and that just by tapping will smudge it out, or you could use a little Q-tip, and it kind of sets it also. Open, look, okay, and that to me, now you just need to touch up the eyebrow and have mascara, and that is a really pretty, I think.
This is the after. Did you before?
I think that's a really pretty, like I said, smoky, kind of a, let's say, daytime smoke. Okay? So now we will finish the mascara. We'll do the other eye off camera. Finish mascara. Well, eyebrow touch, and then we'll back and show you how it works. Bye-bye.